Hello there, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria, and we have your February 2026 money and career reading here for you. So we're going to get right into this. We've got the start of the show for February. We've got an annular solar eclipse in the sign of Aquarius. And this can be a really significant changing point for a lot of people. A solar eclipse is a new moon, and a new moon in Aquarius is really about the future, ruled by Uranus, who is, as of February 3rd, direct in the sign of Taurus, the house of money. So this can be bringing about some changes in your financial outlook, perhaps even with your job, because with that, with Uranus in the house of Taurus, right, or Uranus in Taurus, excuse me, it is ruling the second house of your money, your income, how you make it, how you spend it, how you invest it, your belief systems around money, and the things that you own. And so if you've been looking for a green light, Uranus going direct can be where you break out of a rut, where you have breakthroughs in your financial sector. And some of you might have some changes going on, because Uranus is known for shaking things up and creating change. But Uranus, like I said, is the ruler of Aquarius. So this total solar, or this annular, solar eclipse is the first one in the brand new Aquarius Leo axis. The Leo total solar eclipse will be August 12th. So big energy, fast moving, futuristic. We're breaking out of a rut. We're breaking down a cycle, and it's opening up to some really potential big positive changes. So this can be really good for you guys. Some of you might find your path to financial freedom, and some of you may find a way to be a little bit more fulfilled in your job. So really important energy coming in there. We also do have a Saturn-Neptune conjunction in the sign of Aries on the 20th of the month. And so this can be a really kind of kickstart turning your dreams into reality in some way, shape, or form. So we've got, hey, Sagittarius coming out here for you guys. So this is looking for seeking different opportunities, looking out into the future, creating yourself some change. It is seeker energy. And so when we're seeking something, we're looking for something. And so whatever it is that you're looking for, you just might find. This can be a message for some of you to keep an open mind, to look at alternate possibilities, because sometimes when we do that, we find things that we didn't even know we were looking for. So this can be where you're looking out into the future, and you want that better paying job, where you're looking to find that financial future, but maybe you're looking for a little bit of freedom in how you make your money. And whether this is doing something like freelance, or being able to travel while you work, make money doing some fun stuff, right? Perhaps you're looking just to, for things just to settle down a little bit. It's like, I like what I do, but I just kind of need the crazy to settle down a little bit. So you might, whether you can do that where you are right now, or whether you find something a little bit better, seek and ye shall find. All right, with that energy, a little bit of freedom may come in there for you. We have Imam Koalai here with past experience. Now, this can represent a couple of different things. And this can be where you use some past experience, something that you have already done, something you've already experienced, and you're drawing upon that in your present month to either understand a lesson, gain some wisdom, or perhaps going, oh, no, I've done this before. You know what? Didn't work out so well. Been here, done that. Okay, let's shake things up a little bit. This can also be where past experience comes in, and you may get something may come around from your past. Eclipses, which we're feeling all month, right? Eclipses can bring about fated events. It can bring about unexpected happenings, shaking things up a little bit there. But sometimes things come out of the woodwork that, it wasn't meant to be the last time around. And, now maybe the stars are aligning for you. So something from your past is presenting itself in its presence. Some of you may actually have a investment or something that you did long ago, and you may have forgotten about it. So it could be like an old bank account that went dormant. It could be just like, some savings bonds or something like that. And all of a sudden you get some sort of notification that, hey, these have come to fruition. What do you want to do with it? So that can be really quite kind of exciting, right? Lost money is something that, we like it when it comes back into our world. We've got the Two of Cups. Loving the Two of Cups, because this can represent finding what you're looking for, right? The Two of Cups is where two things come together. We're in partnership, we're in balance, we're in harmony. Some of you here, you are focusing on your finances in the month of February, because this is an energy of balance, and we're finding that healthy equilibrium between spending and saving, right? Between using our money and, just nestling something aside for our future. I myself am a Sagittarius rising, and I have to be sometimes very disciplined with money. It's the most boring, annoying thing in the world. I like my freedom, right? I like my freedom. I like my adventure. And, money just does tend to sometimes come, out of nowhere sometimes. And you are one of the very luckiest signs, right? So, but with this Two of Cups, it's like, okay, let's find this healthy balance here, because this is a part of our path to a successful financial future. But with the Two of Cups here, it's partnerships as well, right? Yes, there can be romantic partnerships that may be impacting your money. You could be getting engaged. You could meet someone new, and this can shift your perspective about your money or your career path. And may even give you a little bit of freedom, right? Think about if you're currently single and you're dating someone, and now your relationship goes up to the next level. You're going to move in together, and hopefully you can share the financial burden of living in a healthy way, whatever that means to you, right? And this can give you a little bit more freedom. But the Two of Cups can also represent finding the right job, the right company, the right way forward, finding that right investment opportunity that gives you maybe that healthy balance between risk and reward. You sometimes have to weigh that up a little bit, but great energy, right? You may also partner up with somebody here with that Two of Cups that shares your vision. And so if you own your own business, or again, you might be looking for a job change, whatever it happens to be, you're on the same page and you work well together. Let's see what else we've got. We've got the Six of Cups. There's your past coming back. And we've got the Tower. Ooh, there we go. Shaking things up right at the beginning of the month. Now, of course, we all know the Tower brings shakeups, right? Sometimes we know about them. Sometimes our intuition is like our spidey senses is going all aflutter. And so we kind of know these things sometimes. The Tower, it depends how you look at it, as to whether you consider it a good card or a bad card, right? There's not really such thing as such a bad card, right? Because we can always navigate our way through challenges, right? But the Tower, it does shake something up, and it can feel very uncomfortable, but it can also be liberating at the same time. Because it does bring sudden unexpected change, sudden unexpected information, confirmation of information that rocks your world. And what it feels like is things are crumbling. Things are maybe falling apart, or we're discarding something, right? But it's meant to liberate us, meant to free us from the things that don't work. And it's in order to create space for something better. It can just be something that out of the blue that you didn't expect, and it may rock your world, right? But it's still like, okay, I need to get ready to maybe take a leap of faith here. I may need to leave something behind. I may need to let go of something, right? And I'm heading into the unknown. So it feels uncomfortable. The Tower is always sent to us for our best and highest good. because ultimately it comes in when things are stuck, right? We're stuck. We're stuck in a rut. Things aren't happening. Things aren't moving, right? And with this being early February here, with this energy, this can be Uranus, right? Uranus going direct in the sign of Taurus. And this can be where, there might be a shakeup in the market. So depending on where you have your money invested, right? Keep an eye on those things. It may be that you stumble across an exciting opportunity. We might have a blast from the past with the Six of Cups showing up here, right? It can be a friend or a coworker or something from the past, an opportunity from the past that didn't quite pan out for you. And now with the Two of Cups here, it's like, whew, things finally coming together. So it can be very exciting and scary all at the same time. Sometimes we are the mastermind of our own tower moment. We wake up in the morning, something that you've been thinking about, dreaming about, procrastinating about, right? Whatever that happens to be, you wake up in the morning and you're like, today's the day I'm going to change my life. And then, whew, you just pull the rug out from underneath yourself. But it's necessary to do. And if you look back on history, Six of Cups, you can quite often pinpoint those tower moments in your life, whether they were under your control or not. So unexpected happenings, swift, sudden changes, electrifying realizations, right? All of these things come in with the tower. So just make sure you ground your energy, and just like your energy here with Sagittarius being the seeker, you're being opened up. All right, opened up to some possibilities. But with the Six of Cups, this can be about really being focused on the present, looking in the past, using our past experiences to make wise decisions, in the present day that affect our future. But we need to be present, right? Our present decisions, our present actions affect our tomorrow. And we draw upon those past experiences to use our wisdom, to use our knowledge. It's like, oh, no, been there, done that. Fool me once, shame on me, right? Or fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I think that's how it goes. So anyway, so you could just be really focused in the present. But the Six of Cups can also represent a sweet gesture or a gift coming your way. And it might be just a little offer from somebody that, can bring about some positive change, or can help you let go of some fear. Or maybe it's, you can find a little bit of freedom. But the Six of Cups, we're also trying to have some fun. So try and have a little bit of fun here, Saggy. I feel like some of you maybe haven't had a lot of fun in the last little while. And so things are starting to gain a little bit of traction, a little bit of speed, right? Of course, your planetary ruler, Jupiter, has been in retrograde, right? In Cancer, a nice gentle sign, right? But, all about the home and the family and your relationships and all of those things, right? Our comfort or security. But retrograde, it's like, we're not doing a lot of forward movement, right? So this can be where, you kind of need a little bit of breakthrough. We've got the Four of Coins. So there can be a little bit of holding on. Temperance, your card, your energy, right in the heart of your reading. There's something important here for you this month. And we've got the Empress card. What a wonderful energy for you guys. So again, this tower moment here, it may be scary. It may be uncomfortable. It may not be something within your control. It can be like a sudden shakeup of things. But look what it's bringing in. Your sense of identity, your self-worth, your focus on your goals, right? The Temperance card is, really your guardian angels and your spirit guides and, basically all of your spiritual realm saying, don't worry, I've got your back, right? Because it can be a card of protection and guidance from your spiritual realm. The Temperance card also does bring about patience, calm, balance, peace, and forgiveness as well. But it does also bring about an element of alchemy, right? Traditionally, we've got fire and water. What do fire and water create when we bring them together? Steam. Right? So we're transforming here in this energy, transforming nothing into something, or a spark of opportunity into like a big thing, right? So it can be a really wonderful energy. But this being in the heart of your reading here, there could be something manifesting for you. There could be a new beginning on your horizon. Again, you are getting into alignment with your financial and career goals, whatever they look like to you. But we're not being impatient here. We're creating something wonderful. And we do have the Empress card right here. So this is, really a significant transformation here, because the Four of Coins, the Four of Coins, it is a number 4, right? And your planetary ruler, Jupiter, is in Cancer, the 4th sign, the 4th house. Okay, so this is very important. And because that Four of Coins can be an energy of being holding on to something very tightly, okay, or just not necessarily being so open, right? And so when your planetary ruler is in retrograde, this can kind of be a little bit of the energy that we're in. But the Four of Coins can also be about, not being open to something, right? It is kind of sometimes known as the miserly card of the deck, right? We've got a good foundation, we've got our feet on the ground, we've got a good head on our shoulders, but right across our heart, we're holding on to something tightly. This can be your values, this can be your views, this can be your outlook on money. This can be, you being like a little bit, how should we say, a little bit holding on a little bit tightly with your money, your finances, right? And again, perhaps there's been some challenges in the last little while. And so the important message with the Four of Coins is that you've got a good foundation, whether it's your knowledge, whether it's some money, whether it's your earning potential, right? And, but what we need to do here is open up and embrace abundance, embrace possibilities, and be willing to change our ways, okay? Because sometimes our habits or our values or our beliefs can keep us kind of stuck in a little bit of a loop. So with the Four of Coins, though, it does also remind us that we need to be discerning with money. And Saggy, yes, sometimes you're just a very kind of free-spirited kind of sign. And, but sometimes we kind of do, just like we already mentioned with your money, sometimes we do need to practice a little bit of discernment. So, this can be where there's abundance coming. We've got the Empress card here, right? We've got some wonderful energies. There's more abundance coming. There's potentially new possibilities coming. There might be something that is coming to fruition for you, okay? But that Four of Coins does remind us that this may not be the time for you to make extravagant purchases that may put you into financial constraint. All right, we don't want to do that. We want to recognize the difference between wants and needs. It's not an energy of don't spend any money necessarily. It's just spend it wisely, okay? And make sure you're not digging yourself into some sort of financial hole and eating Mr. Noodles for 4 days before your next paycheck because you wanted the bright and sparkly thing and an impulse buy, right? So sometimes we do need to be a little bit aware of that. It's also a reminder to save for your future. But we do have the Empress card here, right? Hanging out right below that Tower energy. So there could be a new opportunity headed your way. The Empress card is, of course, Venus energy, and Venus is our next most beneficial planet apart from Jupiter. So, new beginnings, fresh start, creativity, resources, right? And it can be an energy of something coming to fruition for you. It's a wonderfully creative energy. It can maybe be a little bit lucky for you in this regard, but the Empress card can bring us a gift of some kind, right? And so whether it's a new beginning or just something blossoming, this can be you blossoming here into your true potential as well, but very beneficial energy coming in there for you. Got the Six of Swords, Four of Cups, and we've got the Page of Swords. So the page of, excuse me, the Page of Swords can really bring about some news or some information, or a spark of conversation. To you, the Page of Swords is very curious energy, very much associated with communication of all kinds, whether it's outgoing or incoming or both. It can also be of seek and ye shall find. Your very first card, your very last card. Because the Page of Swords is known for being curious and is known for investigating, little things, going down a rabbit hole. And what do we have on this particular Empress card? We've got rabbits at the bottom of the card. So, with that Page of Swords, it's like you go on the internet, right? Technology association here. You go on the internet and you start looking for something, you find a little bit of information and you explore it. The Page of Swords is also an energy of having ideas, right? And having ideas and saying, how can I make this work? How can I make this come to fruition, right? And that Empress card being very creative. So creativity can be very much your strong suit. You might have a spark of inspiration. But we do have the Six of Swords and the Four of Cups. So look for hidden opportunities, okay? And just like your card right in the heart of your reading says, be patient, everything in moderation, okay? That is the heart of your reading, your main message, okay? Again, like we said already with that Four of Coins, is not necessarily the month for you to go wild and crazy and loosey-goosey with your money, okay? There's changes in the wind for you, and there can be some really wonderful things coming in for you, but we need to practice a little bit of discernment, maybe a little bit of discipline, and, of course, with this Aquarius solar eclipse, right? Yes, the modern day ruler of Aquarius is Uranus, okay, wild and free, all right, wild card as well. So again, expect the unexpected, but the traditional ruler of that Aquarian eclipse is Saturn. And what does Saturn highlight? Discipline, goals, putting both feet on the ground, learning life lessons, right? All those things that are very probably kind of boring and a little bit of exasperating to you. So just keep that in mind. But we do have the Six of Swords, which can mean you're leaving some difficulties and some turbulence behind. Okay. And again, there can be, this energy here with the Tower of being kind of shaking things up or being shaken up a little bit, and it creates a little bit of turbulence, right? But it's sometimes necessary to do that to break us free from stagnation. And that Six of Swords, we are leaving turbulence behind and we're moving forward in a positive way, finding some peace and calm. With that Six of Swords, some of you may be going on a trip, you may be traveling, you might be relocating, or just making some moves that will bring you, a lot more calm and stable energy there. But again, that Four of Cups is right here. And the Four of Cups can be tricky because yes, it can be that you've been waiting for something, right? You've been wanting something, waiting for something. You're ready for something to happen, but you're not seeing it. So you're starting to get a little disconnected here with this energy. So what do you need to do? Might kickstart you into Page of Swords territory. And, I'm going to go explore my options. I'm going to see what's out there. I'm going to see, how I can make my money work for me, because I'm tired of working so hard for my money. So you might find some things there. You might have been waiting for some sort of information, some news, a resolution, a new beginning, right? Whatever that happens to be. That Four of Cups is saying, don't give up hope, but we do need to engage, and we do need to be open to possibilities, because we're looking right here in front of us, not seeing anything, right? But then there's something coming here out of left field, okay? So open and expand your horizons and see the potential that an opportunity might have, right? Because quite often the best things that come in, we do have some new energy coming in here, but quite often the best things start out really small and then they can expand and grow. And that's what that Empress energy comes in. So explore your options, Page of Swords, seek, and you just might find what it is that you're looking for, or maybe something you didn't know you were looking for. So let's get a few more messages here for you, but we're moving forward in a positive direction. So that's a really good one. But I do feel that Tower is just shaking things up, probably for the best. I mean, it does always come in. For our best and highest good. It just sometimes takes a while to figure out what that looks like, right? Because it doesn't feel good when it comes in. But we have your fortune cards here, and your first card, a time of great prosperity is coming. Prepare yourself. You like to hear that. There's Saggy. And we have a powerful transformation is in store. Embrace it. And again, boom, we've already said that for you as well. And let's get a final message here for you. Woo! Okay, it's the Angels of Abundance, and that is our flipper out card, and we'll take that. And we've got Organize for Success. Thank you, Saturn energy. Do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next action steps. There you go. That is from your Angels of Abundance. I'll leave that there, Saggy. I hope there was something here for you. If so, please do like, share, subscribe. I thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an absolutely magical February. Don't forget to work with that new moon solar eclipse. This can be such a great, powerful energy for you to embrace. But have a good one. Bye.